For decades, David Walliams captivated the world, selling over 50 million children's books and becoming one of Britain's most adored entertainers. But in 2022, a leaked conversation shattered his reputation, stunning the nation and ending his 10-year run on Britain's Got Talent. Those crude remarks were just the tip of a darker truth. A lifelong struggle with mental torment, multiple suicide attempts, and hidden family secrets that began in his earliest years. David Walliams' true story isn't about fame or scandal. It's about a man fighting to survive the chaos within his own mind. Born David Edward Williams on August 20th, 1971, in Merton, London, he grew up in humble circumstances. His father, Peter, a London transport worker, earned about £6,500 a year, while his mother, Kathleen, a hospital lab technician, made £4,200. Their modest two-bedroom home in Banstead, Surrey, valued at roughly £14,500, seemed ordinary. Yet inside, 4-year-old David would lock himself in the bathroom for hours, mimicking TV voices with uncanny precision. His mother once found him holding animated conversations with imaginary characters, each with a unique tone. Unknown to all, even then, he battled a profound sadness and anxiety. At 7, he joined the Sea Scouts, hoping to fit in, but within weeks, older boys targeted him for his theatrical manner and polished accent. That summer, during a camp on Brownsea Island, a chilling incident occurred. David was found dangling by his neckerchief from a tree. Scout leaders called it an accident, but years later, he revealed it was a deliberate attempt to end his life, feeling he could no longer endure. The truth was buried. His parents were told he'd fallen. This marked the start of a lifelong mental struggle, making him one of the UK's youngest known suicide attempt cases in the Scouts. By 10, David had collected 47 comedy albums, spending his £2 weekly allowance at charity shops to amass Monty Python and Rowan Atkinson records, memorizing every word. His mother caught him at 2 a.m. performing a full routine to his mirror, dressed in her clothes. That year, doctors prescribed imipramine, a rare antidepressant for children, as he wore headphones for hours to drown out dark thoughts. His grades plummeted from A's to D's in 6 months, as he chased laughter to escape his pain. In 1982, at 11, he entered Reigate Grammar School, seeking belonging, but faced relentless cruelty. Within the first term, he was hospitalized twice, once for a broken nose, once after being locked in a cupboard for hours. Classmates mocked him as Coco for his animated gestures, and his weight dropped from 6 stone to 4 stone 8 pounds in a year. His English teacher noted frequent bruises, which he blamed on falls. In 1984, bullies forced him to perform comedy in the school toilets while they pelted him with wet toilet paper. Yet in drama class, he excelled, earning 98% for a one-man show about loneliness. That year, at 12, another Sea Scouts incident, being stripped and humiliated in a fake swimming test, pushed him to attempt suicide again, using his school tie. His mother found him unconscious at 7:43 p.m., and paramedics rushed him to the hospital, where he was under psychiatric watch for 72 hours. His doctor noted his thoughts were unusually grave for a child. His parents pulled him from Scouts for good, but he didn't speak of this attempt until 2008. At 13, he joined the National Youth Theatre, a haven for young actors, yet felt profoundly alone. There, he met Matt Lucas, a future collaborator, but even this friendship couldn't ease his despair. "Everyone else had friends," he later said, "except me." He hid his pain behind a forced smile, crumbling inwardly. At 16, joining the Actors' Equity Union, he found another David Williams already registered. Randomly choosing Walliams from a phone book, he sparked tension with his father, who felt it betrayed their family name. For David, it was freedom, a chance to become someone else. Peers found it strange, but he later explained, "It wasn't about fame. It was about escaping myself." In 1989, He began drama studies at the University of Bristol, but that winter, he suffered a breakdown. Home for Christmas, he overdosed on pills in his childhood bedroom. His mother found him motionless, rushing him to the hospital in tears. He survived, but the ordeal forced his parents to see the depth of his pain. At Bristol, he joined a comedy troupe, David Icke and the Orphans of Jesus, with future stars like Simon Pegg. On stage, he dazzled, but off stage, he felt like the loneliest person alive. Another hospitalization followed, hidden from classmates behind his vibrant persona. His bond with Pegg grew, but private diaries revealed recurring thoughts of stepping in front of a train, meticulously planned. In 1992, at 21, he debuted solo at the Edinburgh Fringe with Games Night. Despite good reviews, he battled daily panic attacks and lost 14 pounds from stress, barely completing the 18 performances. Audiences were oblivious to his turmoil, and the show secured him an agent, though his suffering persisted. By 1995, he reunited with Matt Lucas for Mash and Peas, a low-budget, £8,000 per episode parody of children's shows, filmed in a warehouse. Its controversial sketch, "I'm Black and Dad's in the Klan," was banned, but the 9-episode cult hit launched their careers. In 1999, Rock Profile saw them impersonating pop stars in mock interviews, drawing 2 million viewers for a 2001 special. Tensions arose when David vanished during filming, forcing Lucas to improvise. Some celebrities, like Gary Barlow, whose team threatened legal action, were unamused. In 2001, David played Vulva in Spaced, an androgynous artist with an 8-minute role requiring hours of makeup. His emotional performance, ending in a punch, resonated deeply. In 2002, he starred in Cruise of the Gods as a sci-fi superfan, delivering a heart-rending 2-minute monologue about childhood disillusionment, praised as both comedic and tragic. His rise began quietly in August 2000 with Little Britain on BBC Radio 4, airing at 11 p.m. Its 9 episodes, featuring outrageous characters like Vicky Pollard and Emily Howard, caused a stir for their bold humor. Created with Matt Lucas, whom he met at Bristol, the show sparked a £20 million comedy empire. In 2003, Little Britain hit BBC Three, exploding with 1.8 million viewers for its debut, a channel record. David's full costume performances, like Emily Howard's "I'm a Lady," made audiences laugh and squirm. By 2005, on BBC One, it drew 9.5 million viewers per episode, nearly 40% of the TV audience, and earned £2.8 million in DVD sales. His controversial character Harvey Pincher, a breastfeeding adult, outraged parent groups and was banned in some countries, yet Biddy merchandise soared. David admitted he thrived on shock. The 2005 to 2006 live tour, the UK's longest-running comedy tour, performed 201 shows to 800,000 people, grossing over £20 million. Yet, in 2003, before the tour, he attempted suicide twice, cutting his wrists and throat on New Year's Day and later trying to hang himself, writing, "I didn't want to die. I just didn't want to live." He performed nightly despite stays at the Priory for depression. His mother, devastated after finding him post-overdose, wept for weeks. In 2008, Little Britain USA on HBO earned 2 Emmy nominations but flopped with American audiences, who found its stereotypes offensive. Cancelled after 6 episodes, it marked the start of David's decline as comedy tastes shifted. In 2012, he joined Britain's Got Talent as a judge, drawing 11 million viewers per episode, with the 2015 finale hitting 12.75 million. His emotional reactions, like tearfully pressing the golden buzzer for a choir, endeared him to fans. But in 2020, leaked recordings from auditions revealed crude, sexual comments about contestants, including calling a woman boring and worse. The 2022 scandal ended his tenure, despite a £800,000 contract offer for 2023. He apologized, but the damage was done, replaced by Bruno Tonioli for £1.2 million. In 2015, he took a serious role in Partners in Crime, playing Tommy Beresford in a BBC Agatha Christie adaptation. The six-episode series, starting July 26, 2015, earned a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb, but wasn't renewed. His 2016 sketch show Walliams and Friend drew $6 million for its Christmas special, but fell to $2.3 million, canceled after one season for outdated humor. A small role in 2007 Stardust, a £55 to £70 million film grossing £110 million, showed he could shine alongside stars like Robert De Niro. In 2017, his ITV talk show The Nightly Show started with 2.9 million viewers, but dropped 59% to 1.2 million in days, slammed for displacing news, and deemed a flop. His true triumph came with children's books. In 2008, The Boy in the Dress, about a boy embracing girls' clothing, sparked controversy. Some called it dangerous, but became a BBC film in 2014 and a Royal Shakespeare Company musical in 2019. It launched a career selling over 40 million books in 53 languages. His 2006 English Channel swim, 21 miles, 10 hours 34 minutes, raised £800,000 for sport relief, battling jellyfish and cold while singing ABBA in his head. He called it his redemption, though it was also an escape from depression. His 2011 book, Gangsta Granny, inspired by his father's 2007 death from liver cancer, became a TV special and sequel reflecting love and loss. His 140-mile Thames swim in 2011, raising £1 million, left him ill from bacteria, requiring emergency back surgery in 2013. Ratburger, 2012, adapted into a 2017 film, drew from his bullied childhood, with a villain inspired by a Britain's Got Talent contestant. His 2010 marriage to Dutch model Lara Stone crumbled by 2015 amid his unstable mental health. Their son, Alfred, born in 2013, became a focal point in a bitter £15 million divorce battle. In 2020, Who Do You Think You Are? Revealed his great-grandfather's 43-year confinement in a mental asylum post-World War I, mirroring David's own struggles. In 2003, during Little Britain's peak, he attempted suicide twice, cutting himself and attempting to hang himself, writing of his despair. At 18, in 1989, he overdosed at home, breaking his mother's heart. At 12, a Sea Scouts bullying incident led to another attempt, thwarted only by his height. Diagnosed with severe depression in the 1990s, treated at the Priory, his family's history of mental illness, likely bipolar disorder, with an 8-fold genetic risk. See you soon.